What's up, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Journey into Fantasy. As today, we're going to be discussing some movie news, reviewing Caught Stealing, and just some other stuff in general. But as always, I'm Brandon, and I am always joined by Marin. We are the hosts of Journey into Fantasy. So, thank you for listening to us and joining us. Now, Marin, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty well, man. Thank you for asking, dude.
That's good. That's good.
Excited to talk about all this movie news we got.
Yep. So we dive into the
And
movie news.
excited to talk about let's get into it.
All right. We got word that a Call of Duty movie is in works at Paramount. And I remember there's been talks of a Call of Duty movie happening for years. I think one of the filmmakers, I don't remember who that was part of it at one point, was trying to get Chris Pine and Tom Hardy involved in the movie, but that obviously never happened, and now it is being made at Paramount, as Paramount is said to have the rights to expand Call of Duty into a universe of multiple films and TV, from video game to the big screen and to back to TV, pretty much. What are your thoughts on that? Because we played Call of Duty, and we know how hit and miss Call of Duty can be.
Yeah, I would say I'm a pretty good fan of Call of Duty. I was I was never really a major fan.
Yeah.
I usually only ever play like multiplayer or the Warzone stuff. Multiplayer or the Warzone stuff. I never really got into the campaign. Zombie was another good one of mine,
yeah.
Black Ops. I know you are a big fan of the campaign.
Yeah,
and you know a lot more of the lore than I do. I
love story mode.
There's a guy named Ghost.
Yeah.
That's all I know about Ghost.
Yep. I'm wondering what our friend Gus thinks about this. But with video game movies, movies made about video games, those are kind of a hit and miss.
Right.
So it's like, and with how
we look at what happened with Halo, the last Paramount project.
That was fucking terrible. I fell asleep during episode.
I mean, I don't even think. Did he ever give a review for it?
I watched the first episode of it when it came out, and it was like, what? Like, it was cool, but at the same time, like, not interesting enough. But like, I think sometime after season 1 fully released, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to watch this and review it. I was watching episode 2, and it was just so boring that I fell asleep 2 times watching it. And I felt bad.
They made 2 seasons out of that. It's crazy.
Yeah. So it's like, really, all I gotta say with this is that don't fuck it up, because Paramount, like, just what they did with the Transformers franchise eventually, and with the G.I. Joe franchise, you can tell there was just a lot of studio meddling with those, and it was not great. That it kind of got to the point where it's like, when we got good Transformer films, nobody wanted to watch them because they were kind of like, it got ran to the ground, I feel like, with the bad films. If you get what I mean.
Yeah, I get what you mean, man.
Yeah.
I don't know that they haven't announced any like director or any like any writers or stuff like that, right? All they announced was the studio. So, I still kind of want to see the director and like the writer and who's producing it.
Yeah.
And see like the whole team before I make a big conclusion. It's just, it is a little scary with Paramount. The only thing I know of Paramount that's doing good is Star Trek. Like we mentioned, we talked about beforehand. I know there's a lot of fans of Star Trek out there that like that show.
And Sonic. Not the Knuckles series.
That's right.
Sonic films.
No, I forgot.
So I forgot about that too. It's like, oh wait, they're doing Sonic.
This is a film, right? Not a series, Call of Duty?
Yes, but it has the opportunity to be a universe. So
a universe.
Who knows? Like, I do wonder if it's going to be like an original story, like how with the games they're kind of like original stories. You have the Modern Warfare franchise, you have the Black Ops franchise. I'm wondering, like, if we're going to see like live action versions of that. or are they just going to do like their own franchises in the Call of Duty movie TV verse, or if it will be connected to the game, which that could be cool.
That's what I wanted to ask. Do you have any? Is there any?
There's no news.
Plot lines or storylines that you want to know for you. If you had to pick, they sat you down and say, Brandon, we want you to pick a story or a line. We want you to make this. What story or whose character would you want to make into a movie out of all the Call of Duty people?
I would love to see the Modern Warfare characters, honestly. Like,
oh yeah, you like that storyline the most?
That's kind of what I grew up like. That was like the original Modern Warfare 2 was the first one that I played, that I started playing. So Price, Soap, Ghost. I think I would love to come up with a story for them that it's better than the new Modern Warfare, the latest Modern Warfare 3 turned out with the story.
Yeah, like, I mean, if I had to pick, I would probably pick zombies. I think that would be cool. 'Cause I don't really know anything else story-wise. I don't know how. I don't know. Like, I know I played a little bit of Modern Warfare 2019's plotline. I know that Ghost is like a big character in these series.
Yeah.
So maybe a movie about him or something like that.
Yeah.
I think if this does become a franchise, they most likely want to save Ghost for later on in the year.
Ghost
or later on in the future.
Ghost is a huge fan favorite, and that's
like, is he your favorite?
Yeah, and that is a character that they cannot fuck up.
I mean, Master Chief was also a character they couldn't fuck up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but now enough with the Call of Duty talk, because we're talking about movie news and not just going into a Call of Duty tangent for like another 5 hours.
No, you're right. I mean, I forget. It's just we get into these topics and you just want to say everything.
We just go all out. Yeah. But more in movie news, Channing Tatum revealed that Gambit is involved in a big fight with Doctor Doom in Avengers Doomsday, and that his stunt double was involved in most of the filming as Tatum injured his leg early into filming.
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear about that at all.
It has been.
You're the first telling me that.
And it has been said that he's not going to go full Kazan, that it's going to be a bit more serious.
No, I didn't hear anything about the Channing Tatum.
I heard about it today.
I mean, the whole thing about his voice, I kind of already expected he wasn't going to keep a voice like that for the whole time. Yeah, he was going to sound like Boomhauer the whole time.
Still, like, I'm glad that we're getting more of Channing Tatum's Gambit for this, though.
Yeah, I'm glad he's doing something with his character. He's been wanting this since what, 2010, 2012?
Years.
Ever since he announced the whole Channing
Tatum movie.
Apparently
for X-Men The Last Stand, he auditioned for Gambit, but they cut Gambit out of the film. And he auditioned again for X-Men Origins Wolverine, but they gave it to Taylor Kitsch, I think is his name. And then
I don't even know who that is.
Who played Gambit in X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Oh.
And then eventually,
you did all right.
Sometime after First Class, they were like, okay, we're going to make it into a movie, but they never did.
With Channing Tatum?
Yeah, with Channing Tatum. Like, directors kept coming and leaving, and then I think Channing Tatum was like, you know what, I'll fucking do it myself if I have to. And then Fox put a hold on all of the Marvel stuff because Disney was buying them, and yeah. But thankfully, Ryan Reynolds gave us Channing Tatum's Gambit in Deadpool and Wolverine, so
yeah, he brought back a lot of characters for that movie.
There's like,
and to be honest, if it wasn't for Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool and Wolverine, I don't think we would be getting Channing Tatum in Avengers at all.
Not at all. So that is great, and there's a lot of rumors of Doomsday lately, but this one is actually confirmed because this came from Channing Tatum himself. But
which I'm also kind of like surprised Marvel is letting all these characters loose like this.
Yeah.
I think. Do you think it's because Alan Cumming was like he started squealing, and then Marvel was like, you know what, we can't stop any of them nowadays.
No, the thing with like Infinity War and Endgame was that they filmed a lot of stuff. Like they had fake scripts. They filmed like a lot of scenes that were like technically fake scenes that was never put into the movie. So I feel like they're kind of doing that again with this, with Doomsday and Secret Wars.
Interesting.
Because I remember, like, I think it was Mark Ruffalo talked about how he filmed pretty much his own death scene in Infinity War, where like he got turned into dust, and obviously that didn't happen in the film. So I feel like, with this, they're just filming a lot of stuff just to like, I've confused the actors.
Yeah, I mean that also happened with the Hulk Buster scene, right? Wasn't Mark Ruffalo supposed to fight Thanos as the Hulk instead of the Hulk Buster scene?
Or he was supposed to rip out
instead of the Hulk Buster.
The Hulk was supposed to rip out of the Hulk Buster, and then that's when it turned out him and the Hulk. He became Professor Hulk, pretty much.
Yeah, which is probably retcon, or not retcon, but it's probably like over with in the next iteration of the Hulk.
Who knows? But no, there's a lot of stuff of Doomsday we could talk about, but we'll probably do that in another episode. But moving on into some more news. The It prequel series, Welcome to Derry, will premiere October 26th on HBO. This is connected to the two It films that we got more recently, as we will be seeing Bill Skarsgård, Pennywise, come back for it.
The Skarsgårds, yep. That's a pretty good family right there.
Oh yeah,
they're very talented, all of them.
Oh yeah, and we did get a first trailer for Marvel's Zombies, which this does carry on from the Zombies episode from What If. So, and like this is going to be TVMA for sure. It's going to be a brutal one from the trailers and from the images. It seems bloody, fun.
Yeah, I heard they replaced Blade.
But like a lot of actors don't come back for animation. So it's not a big deal.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Marvel's trying to separate themselves with Blade as much as they can, which is sad to say because I've been waiting for this Blade movie for years.
Yeah.
It was announced like what in 2024? No, 2021. Right after Infinity War. Or I mean Endgame.
2019.
2019?
Yeah, 2019.
Hopefully it's just like you said, he's just going away, or it's just replacing his voice acting.
Yeah. Because, there's like Chris Evans. It's like Chris Evans didn't come back.
Yeah.
Well, Tom Holland can't come back due to Sony stuff, apparently. Robert Downey Jr. didn't come back.
Wasn't there a picture release of what Blade is? It's going to be like a Blade and Moon Knight
thing,
right?
Blade is Moon Knight in this. So it's just like, dang.
It's going to be cool.
Mark is dead.
Oh, yeah.
But
unless there was never a Moon Knight in that universe.
Probably.
Or was there?
We'll have to wait and see. But moving on to more movie news. Apparently, Jordan Peele's next film has been removed from Universal's release calendar.
I just saw that here on Discussing Film talking about that.
And
which I wonder why.
Yeah.
He's a big pull in the box office.
I wonder
isn't he?
if it's because he's still figuring out the story, or if they're having problems with what's going on like with Universal or something, or what. But I hope that they, I guess, get that together, because Jordan Peele, his last 3 films were great. Well, he only did 3 films, but they were great. And I can't wait to see what more horror stuff he does.
He's produced a lot of films.
Yeah.
He's produced a lot of films.
Yeah, he's been producing a lot of films.
There's one that's coming out called Him.
That one does seem exciting.
I want to talk about, it's kind of old, but we didn't really talk about it last week, is that I want you to hear your opinion on the Mortal Kombat thing getting delayed.
Yeah, so they got
getting delayed until March.
I heard it was because they were wanting to, like, I guess because October is too packed, so they're kind of like wanting to give it some room so it could like breathe on its own. But
I get that, but March?
Yeah, like at the same time though, it's like, because the first one, that like it was dumb fun, but kind of sucked at the same time. I didn't like the main character or none of that. But with this one, it looked.
He's not even coming back.
I've heard a rumor that apparently he dies right away.
Well, I heard. I think you told me that
Yeah.
they had like issues on set or something, or he had issues online.
He tried to start a whole controversy with the Iron Fist stuff, which I don't really want to get into during this.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know what it is, but I heard he had issues. You're right with this. It was somebody like the cyborg stuff, and for when you do stuff like that with studios, they usually blacklist you. Just for who's ever listening wants to be an actor, just be careful what you say.
Yeah.
You know, of course, have your opinions, but like we said, this guy, he's probably lost. He was a star of Mortal Kombat. Now they're gonna give it to which
Carl
I don't
Urban.
mind. I like Carl. I like him.
Yeah. Like what's crazy though is I remember with the first film they were talking of like people like. I saw criticism. It's like, why the heck did we get this character instead? Why wasn't it Johnny Cage? No, Carl Urban's character in the new one. So it looks like that they're like pushing this character to the side and having Carl Urban's Johnny Cage be the main character.
That's good though. I like that Johnny Cage character.
Yeah.
I wonder, but do you have any theories, or do you wonder, or do you have any ideas why they might have pushed this to March? Anything? Any news? Anything your sources have told you?
I have not heard anything. I have not seen anything. I just, from what I recently said, to give the film more room to breathe, apparently, because October is going to be a jam-packed. Which I can understand that.
I don't even know what comes out in October. When does Avatar come out?
December.
Okay.
And October.
And I guess you don't want to push it. You don't want to push it to January because Januaries are supposedly when the movies go to die. So that kind of looks like a bad look.
March.
And then February is all Valentine's Day, so I guess March. But that's just so far, dude. They have all the promotion out already. You go to the movie theaters. I go to the movie theaters at least, and I see like ads for it saying coming soon.
Yeah.
And in my head, I saw that today, and I'm like, this not coming soon. Get that poster down. Put something else up there.
It sucks.
Well, yeah, I wanted to bring that up. I wanted to see what your opinion was on it.
Like,
I know you follow the stories a lot.
I do want to say with Mortal Kombat 2, I originally like had it in my least anticipated films of the year. That I was like, oh, these are the films I'm not really looking forward to, but I'll still watch them. Because, with how the first Mortal Kombat turned out. But, like, after getting that trailer, it was like, oh, now this is one I'm looking forward to.
It looks like, from the trailer at least, that the budget did get boosted up a little bit.
Yeah.
I think, was it Mortal Kombat and King Kong versus Godzilla were like the two most streamed movies at the time during COVID?
Yeah, those were put on HBO Max. Like, that's when HBO Max was doing the same day release, so it'll be in theaters, but on HBO Max at the same time.
Dude, it was due to COVID.
Yeah, during the pandemic.
Oh, what a weird time, dude.
Yeah, like, I remember watching it. Like, I watched it at, like, midnight, and it was like, oh, this is okay. And then I remember...
You watched it at theaters or at home?
At home. And then I remember the next day going to Gus's, which you were supposed to join us there, and you were supposed to watch the movie with us, but I don't remember what happened. Like, you got busy
it was so long ago.
Something else. And so I logged into my HBO, and me and Gus watched it there, and it was more fun to watch it with Gus than like by myself watching it. Because if by myself watching it, it's like, I don't. Okay, cool action, but just, I don't know. Me and Gus were just reacting like idiots watching the action scenes.
But yeah, I heard it was that's why those two movies got a sequel out of all the at-home releases.
I think Godzilla and versus Kong, though, that was a box office hit internationally
as well.
Internationally, it was a box office hit because they didn't have.
How long did you wait?
They didn't have HBO Max
to watch movies. How long did you wait? How long did you wait to watch movies at theaters during that time?
If it was on HBO Max, we didn't go to the theater.
Do you remember the first movie you watched at theaters during COVID or after COVID?
It was New Mutants.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude.
And then after that, we went to watch Tenet.
Who?
Tenet, that
Oh, was
Christopher
that
Nolan one.
Oh, I was about to say Interstellar, but yeah, the Christopher Nolan one.
That one was a crazy. Like, I understood it.
I hear mixed things
my
about it.
My parents did not. But yeah, I'm like, I kind of went in like, okay, this is going to be a weird, crazy one. So it's like I'm kind of like focusing, watching. It's like, okay. I don't know. It was just so weird. But I remember watching New Mutants like right when like I guess movie theaters started opening again, and it was me and my parents, and like there was this couple. You know, social distancing was supposed to happen, but like they sat like almost directly behind us. I remember my mom was kind of pissed off about it. Like, really, out of all the places in the theater, you pick pretty much right close to us. We never said anything, but what was the first movie you watched? The theaters opened up again.
The first, I want to say, I can't. My memory is shit, guys. But first movie I watched coming back from during whole COVID thing. What year would have that been? I'm trying to think. I'm gonna look up the movies.
Late
2020, right? 2022.
2020, 2021, 2022.
Because during COVID, I got really spoiled with everything being released right away, which sucks for the movies, but it was during a weird time.
I kind of regretted
movies really
because there were some movies that was like I wish I would have.
Black Widow.
Oh,
bro, Black Widow got. I mean, I know she sued the company, but like she kind of, who could blame her?
Like with Black Widow though, it was like, because they were doing like Disney was doing this thing where like it releases on Disney Plus, but you have to pay an extra $30 for it. But yet because because it was doing that, people were pirating the movie, which caused it to flop.
Okay. I'm looking at all the movies that came out during 2022 because I think that is the year I went to go watch movies back.
Me and you watched.
I think it might have been with you.
Me and you watched.
I know.
Wrath of Man,
Black Adam.
We did watch Black. Yeah, we did watch Black
Adam. Avatar: The Way of Water.
We did watch that, and we watched.
When did the Batman come out? Was that during COVID or before COVID?
2022. We watched that together. I remember.
The Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that might have been the first one that I watched.
Really?
And I'm trying to think. Let me go back to 2021. Oh wait, Eternals came out during 2021.
Yeah.
Okay, and Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Yeah, so it was 2021. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Venom.
Yeah, Venom: Let There Be Carnage.
Okay, so for me, I'm looking at, so it's gonna either be Venom or Eternals or Shang-Chi, whichever came first. Those are the ones I want to go see. Do you remember which one came first? I think all of them I've seen with you too. That's crazy.
No, we didn't watch Venom and Shang-Chi together. Which Shang-Chi came first, I think.
Before Venom?
Yes.
Okay, so Venom I saw with Jesus because I think I have those pictures. So, yeah, Shang-Chi. I think I saw Shang-Chi. I don't know who I saw Shang-Chi with then. You didn't watch that with me?
No, I watched it with my parents and Gus.
That came out before Venom?
Yeah.
All right, there you go, guys.
Yep.
Long-winded answer. But Shang-Chi was the first movie, which I'm hoping for a sequel already. Damn it.
Yeah. But, enough of the pandemic era movies. Let's get into reviewing Caught Stealing, this is the new Darren Aronofsky film that is about a former baseball player turned bartender who unwittingly runs afoul of New York City's criminal underbelly while pet sitting for his neighbor. And this was this was an entertaining one.
I want to get into this. Fuck 2021. Let's talk about 2025 films, man. Caught Stealing with Elvis Presley himself, who still has the voice a little bit. A little bit. He can't shake it.
As this is directed by Darren Aronofsky, who directed Requiem of a Dream and directed one of
Jared Leto.
One of my Marin's favorites, The Whale.
Oh, did he?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. What happened here, man? No offense, but this movie has nothing psychological like that.
No, I saw people compare this like, oh, this is like his Guy Ritchie type film, and I can understand that because Guy
Yeah,
Ritchie
I think
filmed
me and you watched a Guy Ritchie film together. I think my only Guy Ritchie film I
Wrath of
ever watched
Man.
was with you. Yeah. Yeah, it was shot pretty. There was a lot of pretty scenes in the movie.
Oh
I tell
yeah,
you what,
definitely.
I couldn't tell that the guy was from L.A. or California.
Yeah.
Austin Butler.
Mm-hmm.
That accent throws me off, dude. I think it's like some southern accent.
Like you could kind of tell a little bit of Elvis in there, but like not a lot, I guess. Like,
I mean, I
do think
I'm not gonna shit the guy because that movie was awesome. Elvis, he did a great job.
Yeah, I do think Austin Butler, though, he did great in this as the lead.
He's really
His character was
he's a good actor, bro.
His character was very interesting. You could just feel bad for the guy. Ended up being like wrapped up in all this. But
Yeah,
we also do see.
And
Go ahead.
no, I mean, yeah, I was gonna say he's a great actor, dude. I when he first started becoming famous, I was like, this guy, he seems kind of like just another pretty boy that's gonna be this just playing the same character. But
yeah, I remember
all the movies I've seen him, he has so much range, like Elvis, and he was in Dune. He's not just an actor that plays one person, like one character. He has like so much range, and he's a good looking guy. He's very good at acting. You can obviously tell he puts in the work.
Like I remember him on Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, and like I think the first project I'd seen him in a while, like no, after all that was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, where he played.
Oh,
where
he played
Tex.
Rex.
Tex. Yeah, Rex. It's Tex. No, Rex. No, I'm the devil. Something like that. Like, no, it was some stupid name.
Oh no, it was some. Yeah, that was a good movie. Making a sequel supposedly.
Yeah, The Adventures of Cliff Booth apparently for Netflix. But yeah, Austin Butler. I thought he was great in this, and we do see Zoe Kravitz, Catwoman, star in this alongside him, and they had okay-ish chemistry for the most part.
I do remember you telling me though she has way better chemistry with the Batman.
Yeah, for sure. But they did have great chemistry in this. Just not as good as her and Robert Pattinson.
This movie's all right, they have a lot of big names in this movie, which I'm surprised. They have Bad Bunny, which threw me off. I didn't watch a lot of trailers, so when he popped up on screen, I'm like, whoa, what the hell is Bad Bunny? Because I think I had ran to the bathroom, came back, and he was on screen.
Yeah.
I remember asking you, what the hell, is that Bad Bunny? And you were like, yes.
Yeah, Bad Bunny.
He was
Go ahead.
He's been in a lot of roles, man. He's getting a lot of TV.
I'm going to say, like when we first saw him in Bullet Train, he did nothing pretty much. Like he felt like he was just there to be there in a way. But like,
I don't think he talked at all.
No, but I remember seeing him in he was in Happy Gilmore. He had like a supporting role in the new Happy Gilmore movie, and he was the one that stole the show in that movie.
Yeah, I keep hearing online.
He was hilarious.
From you too. Same thing. He steals the show.
And I thought he was good in this for the most part. I do think they could have done more with him, but
La pistola.
But
see that online. Hannah was telling me that too.
But he was good in this, and
he was pretty good. I don't know if he was my favorite part of this movie. Like for at least speaking of side characters.
Yeah, my favorite side character was Doctor Who himself, Matt Smith. Who played the neighbor.
Okay.
Like,
he's another good actor, dude.
I really wish they did more with him, and we'll get this. I'll get into this like later on when we talk about some other stuff. But like, I really like his character was very interesting. I think they could have done more. But we also do see the two kingpins. We see Vincent D'Onofrio and Leif Schreiber. I don't remember how to pronounce his name. And Leif, he played Sabretooth in X-Men Origins Wolverine. But it was kind of cool to see the two kingpins in this be brothers, because Vincent is Kingpin in the MCU, while Lev was Kingpin in Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, I'm sure they did that on purpose, but they played it really well. Those are another two great side characters. My favorite, I wanted to say real quick, my favorite side character was the cat.
Oh yeah, the cat.
I'm probably just like that.
The cat stole the show, for sure.
Yeah, the cat was awesome. I do feel bad. I guess we'll get into this later but something happens to the cat makes me so mad. She survives. That's not.
We'll get into that in the dislikes.
Don't worry about that.
And we also do see Regina King as a detective in this, which I thought she did good for the most part.
You know her from anything else?
I don't think I might have. Like, she looks super familiar, and I'm sure I've seen her in some. It's not like popping up at the moment, but also, with this film, we do see Namor himself, Tanaka Harita, have a super small role. So it's cool to see.
Super tiny cameo.
It was cool to see Namor back in some type of other role, I guess. I don't know. I think the actor did great as Namor, and I would love to see him in other films. But no.
Yeah. He has a Mexican film out. Oh, that was out a couple years ago.
No.
That was pretty good.
But now, talking about what we liked about the film, and what I liked about the film was the cast for the most part, and some of the action scenes, some of like the chase scenes, like kind of like a bit of a mystery on what's going on and stuff like that. I enjoyed that. There were some funny parts in this that I think worked.
I'm looking at the trailer now to refresh my brain, but I mean, my favorite part was the cat.
Yeah,
for sure.
Oh yeah.
This film it takes place in 1998, by the way. We should probably mention that too. It's not a modern day film.
For sure, I said 90s.
So you're not going to see a lot of.
I didn't say 90s.
Yeah.
I said it in my review.
It takes place like in the 90s.
Yeah.
You see the opening shot, we see the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
Because that also, it doesn't play a major role, but there's like a scene that plays a role. You can see something happens. Anyways, I like how it was very fast paced and how use the word not intense. It was a very intense film. Very intense. It kept me like very ready for the action. It used so much action all at once. Yeah. If that's a good thing, bad thing, I don't know. Yeah. If you're into that, I'm letting you know, it's just a very high packed action film.
And that is why people are saying it's like a Guy Ritchie film, which I can understand why. Like, intense wise, I wouldn't say it was super intense, but it does have intense moments.
Very intense moments. You're right. It's not intense all the way. It's not the most intense film you're gonna see this year or probably ever.
Like, it has its thrilling moments.
But it's right. It is. Sometimes it could be a little out there, a little weird.
Like
a little like you see stuff happens. Like, okay, why did this character do this, or why did that character decide that? Why did this character end up like this?
Yeah.
Which is probably Guy Ritchie style of filming.
Yeah. Like, with this, it's like just kept moving forward. Like, even when it like slowed down a little bit, it still was like intriguing to watch. Just how this era of New York City looked, kind of like a bit of a dark and grittiness to it. I do wish we would have got to see a little bit more New York City in this era, but at the same time, it was like still pretty interesting and pretty fascinating to watch. This is a dark comedy crime thriller, and I do kind of that it did pretty good for the most part, blending the comedy and thriller stuff together. Because when I don't know why I was thinking this was going to be like a heist film, which it wasn't.
Yeah, because the name kind of misleads it a little bit, caught stealing.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. What do you think about a big thing I'm looking at? Just the color grading. What do you think about the color?
I think
it's very like you said. I guess you said it kind of before. It's very grimy, very nasty New York.
It worked because with how they were
You're not gonna
trying
see a
to.
lot of bright colors.
Yeah, it's not gonna be all rainbows and unicorns, colorful.
I like how they brought a lot of like different cultures and a different,
Yes,
mafias from different gangs. I thought that was cool.
Yes, we see the Russians, the uh, Jewish.
Jews, you can say the Jews.
No, I'm trying to think like what would they be called? Like what would that mafia?
On the Jewish mafia,
Maybe.
I think it's just called the Jewish mafia. I mean, those are on or what is it? Orthodox Jews. They're Orthodox Jews, but I think it's just Jewish mafia.
Probably.
And then the Puerto Ricans, I guess, with Bad Bunny,
And
and we get a
crook cop. Typical for a crime thriller. I feel like, but
very very not spoilers, but like you could kind of tell pretty early on who it is,
like,
who's a crooked cop.
No, I guess we could get into spoilers on this part, but like I remember just I don't know that
big
one
spoilers by the way.
That one scene was like I guess he is just opening up to her and all that is. Yeah, she's crooked. I remember just turning over.
So
to you
when
like,
did you find out when she was crooked? We're talking about what was her name again? We're talking about Regina King's character, by the way, Detective Roman.
Yeah, Detective Elise Roman. It was like.
So when did you figure out she was
when they were
crooked?
In the States, and I'm like, I don't know why. I'm kind of thinking like, there's something that's off with her character. I feel like.
Yeah, even in the beginning, when we first meet her character, she was giving weird vibes. Weird, like she was very jokey with the guy.
Yeah.
And just, overall, like, not something you would see a nice cop do or a good cop do or say.
Yeah.
Which, when we first heard, I'm like, okay, this is New York. This is the the late 90s. This is probably something they would do back then.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like you said, that one scene where she's just like, this is after the daughter, his girlfriend dies. Catwoman dies.
Yeah. Like
she dies. He finds her with a bullet hole in the head. He goes to the same cop, Regina King's character, and then she just starts going off on this guy, saying, "You see what you do, you fucking piece of shit. You over here first, you kill your best friend, and then blah blah blah." And he's like there dealing with the loss of his girlfriend, dealing with like just that loss, bringing back PTSD of him losing his best friend, which was his fault.
Yeah, like.
And that's when you're right. I figured that she was evil. There's no cop in the right mind would say this to a guy.
And then it's like, I guess that's kind of like, I don't want to say that was a dislike, but it was like kind of predictable in a way. Like how it played out.
There was
like, oh, okay. But like, I know with the death of the girlfriend, though, it was like, I've seen people be like, yeah, when that happened, it kind of for me. Which I can understand why, because in the trailer it did seem like I don't want to say like a Bonnie and Clyde type thing, but there's just a lot of them in the trailer. So it's like, but
not even the trailer. I would have like I watched like maybe one trailer of this movie before watching the movie. When we were watching in the beginning of the movie, it kind of builds it up to show that she's gonna be more involved. Yeah. I was not expecting her to die as soon as she did.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought it was gonna be like at the end, maybe 30 minutes before the ending or something closer to the end. She dies so early on that I'm like, I wish she was more of a help to the guy.
Like I kind of expected she was gonna die, but like I did not expect her to die like at the end of the first act. To me, that was like, wait, what? It didn't ruin the film for me. Like,
no,
this is based on a book, so I don't know how accurate.
Oh, is it?
I don't know how accurate it is to the book. So it was interesting decision, but I can understand why some people are like, yeah. Because like there's this trope in some films called frizzing, where like the female love interest dies early on in the film, and that's kind of, and it's just used as a plot point. But yet in some films, it's like that in the book, like how we see with the amateur and all that. So it's kind of, and
it's called fridging.
Frizzing. We do see that in Deadpool 2 also. But like, if it works,
is that
it works.
The same? Oh, you're right. She dies like super early on.
Yeah,
it works, I guess.
Sometimes it's bad. Like sometimes it's written poorly, like in Secret Invasion with Leah Hill, where they just randomly kill off her character in the beginning. Like sometimes, like I don't know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. But I do understand the problem with that. But if it's like based on a book, like, do you really want to change the source material?
That's also in comics too. There's a Green Lantern. I think it was like the Green Lantern that it started off with. It was like in Spanish. It was a boy. It was a boy Green Lantern. He wasn't either. I think he was Asian, and he got introduced a love interest. I think this is where it started because she was found dead in a fridge.
I remember. Kyle Rayner's character maybe.
Yeah, it was a Green Lantern's character. He got introduced a girlfriend in his first issue or something, just so she could die. I think she was found in a fridge, and that's why they call the term fridging. So a little trivia for you guys. It comes from DC Comics, the term.
Oh. Damn it, DC.
Let me make sure that's the correct. But I think I remember just watching a video on that.
Like, I remember me and you were talking about this with Matt Smith's character and like how he kind of just randomly died, it felt like, in a way.
Yeah, Doctor Who guy.
Yeah, because it's like all of a sudden he just dies, and it's like, wait, what did he die of? Because even though he got hit in the head several times, but yet, was it like, did he die from that, or did he like got shot but didn't notice? Like, what the heck? It just felt like,
yeah. It was kind of confusing. I think they even knew that because they're when he's explaining how he died, he just says, "I hit him." I'm glad they put that in because if they didn't put that in, I would have not known how he died.
Yeah, because like, he got hit in the
send
head
the
in the
picture in the
beginning,
group
like
chat.
Coming back, and then like he did. What was his name? Russ. He did try to kill Henry. Though he was like, "I'm going to take all the money and I'm going to flee." But Henry pretty much tackled him, and he fell back and like hit the back of his head. So I feel like that.
Oof.
And he didn't really remember him attacking Henry. So you went to the bathroom during this part.
Yeah.
So
see, I thought he just had died from
So I think it was
the hit with the baseball bat.
So I think he just died from like the head trauma, but he could have died from being shot.
I sent you the picture, by the way. Of I think you're right. It's that Kylo guy.
Kyle something. I'm not a big.
I sent it in the general chat.
I don't know. Okay, yeah.
But he finds his girlfriend that they put in an issue for no reason in the fridge, and that is where the term started.
Damn it, DC. But
I guess we should also get more into the plot. Did we even talk about why they were chasing this guy? The key.
Yeah, so like apparently there's this key that they think he has, that you don't know about, but he eventually does.
Yeah, because Russ has it.
And like Russ
he went on a vacation.
He had to leave,
or no, he went to go see his dad
because his dad was in the hospital, which turned out to actually be true. So there's a bunch of shit happens. Like,
yeah, he was. Russ asked Austin Butler's character, what was his name in the film? Dustin, Hank. He asked Hank to take care of his cat, which his cat is another major. I wasn't joking when I mentioned that she was a big side character. She was, because this is where Russ hides a key, and this key holds like all this money from all these fucking mafia guys. Because I guess Russ, this dumbass character, is like supposedly some smart accountant who holds all the money for these big mafia guys.
Yeah, but
So that's why they're looking for Russ, because he just kind of left town.
But he had a family emergency, but they didn't know. I don't know. It just kind of felt like, you know what? All this is just a big misunderstanding. A lot of this wasn't necessary. Like, I feel like it was just one y'all could just sit down and talk it out, or be like, "Hey, listen, I have a thing," but it's whatever. It was still entertaining. I do feel like they could have done more with some of the characters. Like I mentioned, I did really like Matt Smith's character, and I wish there was more to him. And I do
the girl, her death was so abrupt, dude.
And I do feel like they could have done more with Bad Bunny, because I feel like,
yeah, I mean, I like Bad Bunny. He was just For me, I think he was kind of put in there for no reason. But I don't think we kind of needed him. It would have been cool if we saw more of him, but we barely got anything.
Yeah, but that one.
So he felt a little shoehorned in.
That crazy Russin who was like berserk. The short guy. I'm not gonna lie, he was honestly fucking.
He was what?
He was fucking annoying.
Yeah.
It was like, this dude's too too OP. Like, what the heck?
Then he is portrayed as very OP. Then the way he gets knocked out is he gets knocked out with 2 punches.
And he's like,
okay, all that. This movie's, you can tell it's very, what's the word? Not outlandish, but a lot of stuff happens at random.
Yeah.
It's a comedy. You can tell it's a very dark comedy.
Yeah, it's super, but it's entertaining. Like it's never.
I think it's more of a dark comedy than it is an action.
Yeah. Like
I can see that. It's not boring. Like
no,
I don't think it calls for a rewatch. I think you're good watching this once.
Yeah, honestly.
I don't think I'm gonna have it on replaying like every couple months. Or I'm gonna have it as my top 5 action movies of all time.
But what is your favorite scene of the movie?
I guess the scene that I felt touched me the most, which is kind of weird to say, kind of cringe, but whatever. I guess the scene that I remember the most, or I felt very emotional towards, was this is a spoiler, whatever. But when
we already got into spoilers, so
yeah. So he ends up killing this cop because he believes the evil cop, Roman's character, is the one that killed his girlfriend, and he asks to help for the two mafia Jew guys. So he kills the cop. He helps him kill the cop, and they're driving off. And we see one of the Jews pull out a lighter, and the lighter belongs to his girlfriend. So that's when he puts the pieces together, saying, that cop didn't kill my girlfriend. It was these 2 damn Jews that had been lying to me the whole time. And you could just see his reaction. You could see him his whole emotion just drop. His face becomes so stoned.
Yeah.
And this is a very turning point in the movie, because at this point he's been running his whole life from this one major tragedy that had cost him his baseball career. This guy wanted to be a big baseball guy growing up. And this is a little flashback, but we find out that when he was a teenager, him and his best friend were driving drunk, drinking and driving, and he had crashed into a pole. That pole had killed his best friend. So ever since then, he has been ignoring it. He hasn't even been ever since that happened, he didn't even acknowledge it. We could tell that he said at the end of the movie, the only thing he cared about at the time was his knee, because he didn't even want to focus on his best friend dying, because he didn't want to accept the fact that his friend was dead and it was maybe his fault.
Yeah.
So this is why this is kind of the point of this character. He's been running from something his whole life.
Mm-hmm.
He's been running from this tragedy, just trying to block it out of his memory, and that's what he does with everything, basically.
Yeah.
He puts baseball in front of basically everything. He just says kind of a coping coping thing. So when he finds out what happened to his girlfriend, he figures out he's not gonna run anymore. He's like, why? So he he decides to, which is smart because he's the only one wearing a seatbelt in the movie, in this scene. He decides to drive the fucking van into a pole, and we get the same shot we got when he crashed the pole to kill he killed his best friend with. It's the same. It's a very nice looking shot. We see the car wrap around this pole, slow motion. Yeah, there you go, Martin Scorsese.
Yeah, like
it was very good.
My favorite was like when the two Jewish men are chasing after him, and when like that
whole sequence when he's like running through Chinatown, right?
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
Yeah. I do like that one too, because you can see him jumping through. It felt like kind of Aladdin. Every time I see a scene like that, I think about the movie Aladdin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm surprised those guys kept up, because these guys are tall. These guys are big. I was like, these guys aren't running out of breath.
And then one of them, like,
oh man,
one of them like popped the guy's head with his bare hands.
What was that?
No, that was kind of a joke, because Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin in the new Daredevil series squeezed the guy's head to and it just popped.
I do hate that. Not hate. This is probably what they were going for. But it sucks that these characters turn out to be like assholes, because I think those are like my favorite bad guys of the movie.
Yeah, they were fun characters.
I like how they interacted with their own family too, the Jewish family, and how they treated their mom.
I liked
how badass they were when they went into the fucking club and just started shooting everything up, and nobody stopped them, or nobody could stop them.
Yeah, I like the culture, how it explored that culture.
Yeah, I wish we could have got more of that.
Yeah,
I also felt bad because the mom said, "Promise me you'll bring my boys back safe," or some shit like that.
Well, you got vengeance.
Well, yeah. Well, I guess we could get. You want to get into the ending? Say what happened at the end.
And no, with how this film ends, seeing him like flee the country to Mexico, it was a nice ending, I guess. Kind of like a bit of a, I guess, living as a fugitive, but yet away from it all.
This is where he meets Neymar.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Like I thought it was a pretty good ending. Good way to end it.
He sends his mom like half of the money, I think. Too.
Yeah. So who ended up being played by Laura Dern. She's uncredited.
You're a big Laura Dern fan?
No. I like her in Jurassic World, Jurassic Parks. That's it.
Yes, she's the wife or the girlfriend in Jurassic Park.
But I thought it was a good ending.
Yeah. Well, let's get into our ratings for the year 2025.
Like,
Brandon, I figure you already have yours pulled up, so okay, I gotta give you.
No, with this film, I do have it like. No, I enjoyed it, but I didn't. It was one that I did really enjoy. That I thought it was going to be like different, but yet I still really liked it. And I do.
You were expecting more, kind of, or no?
Like I mentioned, I thought this was a heist film at first.
It was. What would you classify this then?
Crime thriller, honestly.
It's not heist. Yeah.
Crime drama.
I can see that.
But like
there's nothing really heisty about it. You're right.
I do have it in my top 15 of the year, and I do have it over Weapons, honestly.
Okay.
But I do have.
It's your list, bro.
Yeah, I do have Life of Chuck over this film.
Let me see here. I'm putting up my list now. Here's my list, fellas. So I have Caught sitting at number 9. As you can tell, I haven't really watched a lot of movies this year so far. So, but I do have it over Life of Chuck. I think I had a more fun time.
Yeah. This was
now rating wise, I gave it a 3. 3. I think a 3 is a good.
I give it a
good standing for a film.
I give it a 3.5.
3.5.
Yeah.
3.5. I don't know if I like Elio more than this though. I don't know. Anyways, this is my rating for now. It might change. You guys could give me a follow if you want. I don't even know if you can follow people on this.
You should be able to. We and you follow each other.
I thought we were just friends on this. But anyways, yeah, that's my rating for this Guy Ritchie film.
Darren Aronofsky. But
yeah, so
what will be your, I guess, because you did, you watched some August 2025 films, so it's like, how will you have this compared to like the other films you watched for August, since this was like one of the last films released in August?
I guess it got released in August, but I watched this in September.
I know, but yet it's an August released film. You know, we got Naked.
What was the
Naked Gun, The Bad Guys
Naked
2,
Gun,
Freaker,
and Weapons.
Yeah, those are the.
So the only new movie I watched in theaters in August was Naked Gun, Weapons, and I guess Caught Stealing, because I'm trying to think of anything else that came out during August that I watched. The other movies I watched in theaters are kind of older movies. I don't think count. Oh, Naze too, but that kind of released in January.
I think it was an August.
It's American release in August
in America.
So if we're counting that, that's my number one movie of all time. Like, that was so good.
All time.
I mean of 2025.
Is it in? Do you have it in your letterbox?
I do. It's number one over Superman. And it's all because of the graphics, dude. The CGI in that film, which we can't talk about it. We can talk about it later, but whatever. Yeah. But it's CGI, and watching it in the big screen with like all the little fine details, you can tell they got way more money in the sequel.
Hey, that's
and I'm a big sucker for like Chinese mythology, so I'm kind of biased there.
Like, I've watched, like, these past few days, I watched 3 movies in theaters. You know, starting off with The Toxic Avenger Friday night, Monday I went to watch Caught Stealing with you, and yesterday, since it's now past midnight, I watched The Roses.
How was that?
It was pretty funny. But like, out of all of the August films, like movies that released in August that I watched a total of 14 brand new movies this month.
That's crazy.
Like, no, this is from in theaters, some that were sent to me as screeners, and some that was that's in Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, and last place. Oh, you forgot to mention this in your ranking, but Fixed. Yeah, that's in last place for me.
That did get released in August. I mean, that's last place for me too, dude.
Bad.
War of the Wars. Did that get released in August?
Last day of July. So that's a July release.
Yeah, I mean, I watched a lot of movies in theaters, but I didn't watch a lot of new movies, because Godzilla is another one I watched in theaters. And
you left early during that film, though.
I did. It was
lame.
It's a lot of talking.
But yeah, my August.
There's a lot of talking.
But my August list in last place is Fixed. And at number 13 is The Pickup, which is that new Eddie Murphy and Pete Davidson movie on Amazon Prime. It just wasn't as funny as it could have been, but Eddie Murphy was funny in it. At number 12 is Night Always Comes, which is this thriller that stars Vanessa Kirby, who is Sue Storm in the MCU. And with that one, I just found the characters unlikable. Couldn't get behind them. At number 11 is Red Sonja. And
you watched it?
I watched it. I just watched it before filming this.
I was gonna say, you were talking about watching it yesterday.
I did nothing yesterday. I ended up falling asleep.
So what was your mini review?
Mini review on Red Sonja?
Yes or no? Yes or no?
If you can get past the seep effects, because this doesn't have much of a budget, but if you can get past that, it is pretty fun. I like the character. The character was badass. It has cool accent, but yeah, if you could get past the crappy effects, you can. It's a like it's mid, but it's fire at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was
okay.
I found it entertaining, but like I can understand why some people don't, but it was, with this one it's like okay, not bad. Could have been better. Yeah, but it wasn't bad.
What number do you have it at?
Number 11.
Nice. Okay.
Then at number 10, it's Freakier Friday, which this was a fun one. It had its funny moment. One did, but yeah, it was a fun sequel, in my opinion. At number 9 is the new Netflix film, The Thursday Murder Club, which is a murder mystery that was pretty entertaining. Number 8 is The Bad Guys 2, which it continues with that amazing animation that we see that took inspiration from the Spider-Verse films. And this was a fun story. At number 7 is Primitive War, which is about this platoon going to someplace in, I believe, Vietnam. That turns out there were dinosaurs there, and I have to say, with this film, it had some of the best dino moments. It had the best dino moments compared to Jurassic Rebirth. Then at number 6 is the new The Roses. This is like a satirical comedy that was pretty entertaining. Benedict Cumberbatch and Olivia Colman were hilarious, seeing them from loving each other, hating each other, the ups and downs in this marriage. That was a pretty fun one. At number 5, we have the new Toxic Avenger, and that was like a fun spoof type comedy that is a good, perfect reimagining, remake of the original one. At number 4, it's The Naked Gun, which this was a great legacy sequel. Liam Neeson pretty much taking over, and he was hilarious. At number 3 is Weapons, which I did enjoy. It did have its spooky moments, but I don't think that is really one that it's a rewatch for me. And there was some stuff I kind of wish they did differently, but I still enjoyed it for the most part. At number 2, I have Caught Stealing. I just found this film pretty entertaining, even with my gripes that I talked about. It was still fun enough to have fun with. But at number 1, I have Nobody 2.
Nobody. I gotta watch that one.
It's really good. Like, the action was great. It's like, it feels like it has a bit more of a playful vibe compared to the first one. And it was still a super fun one action-wise.
Nice, dude.
There was a lot of movies.
Well, you got another month. You still got 4 more months. I have right now Regal is doing a thing for all those who have Regal Pass or who has a Regal next to you guys. They're doing a thing where they're showing the IDMB top movies of all time, whatever, from IMD.
Yeah, okay.
And I think yesterday, I don't know what the first one was. I think it was called, the first one was like Paper Moon for September 1st, but yesterday was Dark Knight.
Yeah, you watched that.
And I watched that for the first time ever in my life. I watched that in theaters on the big screen, and I was so impressed, dude.
You've seen Dark Knight before, though, right? Just not in theaters?
The last time I saw it, was probably freshman high school or middle school.
Wow.
It's been years, dude. Because it's been years.
Last time I watched
I was a big fan of the third one. What is it? Dark
Knight Rises.
Rises?
I watched that one in theaters.
I think that was my favorite one out of the trilogy, but now watching this one, like, really Joker still is a show. Yeah. Joker still is a show. Oh my god, bro.
But like with I forgot what I was going to say.
I'll let you guys know. I'm gonna try to make a list for the movies. It doesn't have to be new movies, but I'm gonna make a list for my movies that I watch for the month of September. And I started today. So I've only seen 2 so far, which is Caught Stealing and Dark Knight. Yep. None of them were released in September.
Yeah.
And tomorrow, or I guess today, or later today, I have another ticket for Dog Day Afternoon, which I've seen that movie already, but I want to watch it in theaters because I'm a big fan of that one. I love Al Pacino. to watch a young Al Pacino in the theaters in the big screen, I'm excited for.
Nice.
And what do you think about sitting in the front row? I sat in the fourth or third row for Dark Knight. You don't like it?
No. The neck
I
breaker
kind of
seats.
I I like how big it is, but I didn't like was how loud it was, dude.
Oh
My ears
my
were about to
gosh.
burst. I didn't think about how loud it was, especially for Dark Knight. All these explosions. I literally, at one point, I put napkins in my ears because I couldn't handle how loud it was.
Oh my gosh. That's just crazy. Like,
I don't get how people sit down there.
I remember, like, as a kid, sometimes, like, my uncle would take me and my cousin to the movie theaters. Sometimes my cousin would be like, "Oh, let's sit in the front row," because I don't know, he thought it was just so cool, and I never really liked it. Like, it's cool, like how big it is, but I never really, I don't know. I like to be kind of in the middle or like in the back, but like in the middle area in the back, and just being able to see
think
the
the
whole
middle is
thing.
pretty good. I think the front rows of the back area is pretty good, like the back seats.
Mm-hmm.
You know how some movie theaters have it like split? There's like the front area and then the back area.
Yeah.
I think the front row, the back area is pretty good because when I get too far back all the way in the top, I notice that there's like I like when it's just a screen in my view. I don't
Yeah.
like having to see all the chairs
I
in my
get that,
view
yeah.
because sometimes you get people on their phones and it's kind of annoying to me.
But then you could just be on your phone.
Oh my god, yeah. So
But
I went to go watch Weapons, and me and Hannah were sitting pretty far back, not too far. We saw these young girls. They looked like they were high schoolers or early college, white girls, and they look like they look like they've never got told no in their life because they took off their shoes and put their bare fucking feet on like they're on the fucking chair on the headset on the headrest. It was three of them, three like teenage or college girls. It was so nasty. I don't care if you think you're the hot shit. Like you don't put your feet on a headrest for where people are gonna be sitting.
I hate that.
No sock. They didn't have any socks either, dude.
Blech. Like with
People are so gross. I'm gonna have to bring my own bleach wipes. This is why I got pimples because I've been sitting on these fucking Regal seats.
like
And Regal, it's not my favorite theater, but the one we went to go watch Caught Stealing.
oh my,
you could tell they're upgrade. This is the
upgraded
one
that
at the Loop in Kissimmee. They're upgrading it, and you could, bro, the seats recline.
It had the new leather smell and everything. It was like,
And they had the little table for your popcorn and your drink. It was so nice.
it was so. Oh my god, that's one of. Like, I usually don't like going to Regal because I don't know, just walking in.
They're overpriced.
They're overpriced, and it just looks so run down. But like with this theater, it's like they just. I don't know if like this was like like a deluxe theater or.
No, I think they're upgrading it because you saw the back.
And it was like, wow, just
it was nice.
Like if Regal is like that, I will happily drive 40 minutes to go to Regal. Honestly,
I'm gonna have to drive 40 minutes to go to that Regal too because the Regal here they ain't upgrading shit. That Regal is probably the nicest Regal. It's even nicer than the one in Orlando, which is the bigger one. The eye.
The Point.
Yeah, I haven't been there in a while. Maybe they're upgrading that one too.
I've never been there. Remember one time
we saw? No, we didn't.
Me and you were one time planning to go there, but we ended up going to the Loop instead. But yeah.
Well, we should go. Come tomorrow.
I'm lazy tomorrow.
We should watch. I don't know what Regal has releasing. The Spider-Man. Me and Hannah are gonna watch Spider-Man in the big screen.
Nice. But like, yeah, there's no for the month of September. There's several films that is releasing. You know, we're getting the Long Walk. Him.
I'm excited for the Long Walk. I read the book.
Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey. That new one with Colin Farrell and Margot Robbie. The Penguin and Harley Quinn. That seems like it would be a nice feel-good one. The Strangers 2. Like, I would say, like, with September, there's, like, not a lot that seems, like, too interesting, but yet still, it might interest you, it might interest someone else. So that's cool.
If you're a big fan of Interstellar, they have that shown on Friday. I know people love that one.
Overrated as fuck, in my opinion.
You don't like Interstellar?
It's cool, but I don't think it's one of the best ones ever. You know, I've seen a lot of praise for it, and for me, it was like, this is okay. It's confusing a bit. But
what is your favorite Christopher Nolan film? It doesn't seem like you like Christopher Nolan.
I love Christopher Nolan because I love the Dark Knight films. I loved Tenet. I loved The Prestige, and I loved Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer is my favorite of his films, honestly. It's Oppenheimer, then The Dark Knight.
Okay.
And he did Inception. I really liked Inception. I thought that one was really
good. Oh, that one's getting... Did you watch that in theaters?
No, I never watched. No, only...
Well, won't you look at that? It's coming in theaters.
Only Christopher
I've noticed, looking at this list, Christopher Nolan has like 500 films in the top 100 films of all times.
The dude is a great director.
And super hard... Well, no, James Cameron is the one that's super hard to work with.
I am super excited to see what he does with the Odyssey.
Nolan?
Yeah.
I just saw something here on Twitter that says Tom Holland had just said that this is the best script he has ever read.
I'm not surprised.
Which isn't really saying much. Yeah, isn't really saying much. He's like only read for Spider-Man in that one series on Apple where he gets his back blown out.
Yep. That now there's Uncharted. There's he needs a new agent.
Like, you move on.
He needs a new agent.
Yeah, well,
he seems to be on a roll now, though.
I don't know what
Odyssey.
He could have been good for that Long Walk movie.
Maybe. Yeah, like there's a lot of good movies coming out, and I can't wait to see what they do with this stuff.
Can't wait to see our ranking for the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully my hair grows back.
Yeah, we're gonna do a top 100 ranking. You got a lot of catching up to do. You just sit yourself.
I popped the vein. I popped the vessel in my
eye. We don't have insurance, so you're going to have to still film.
Oh, speaking of popping a vessel, I gotta go to the hospital. So we're gonna have to close out the podcast for tonight, guys.
Well, what are your what would be your final rating out of 10? Because we gave it like 3.5 stars for caught stealing. What would be your final rating out of 10? Because for me, I think I gave it like an 8.5, like either an 8.5 or a 9 out of 10.
Out of 10?
Out of 10.
Well, first I want to say that I do think you guys should, if you guys can, try to watch the movie in theaters, because it's a pretty fun time in theaters. I enjoyed it in theaters.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a movie that I'm saying like, don't go watch it in theaters, please. No. Whatever. I enjoyed it.
Support it in theaters.
This is to say that this is a Guy Ritchie film. Or a Guy Ritchie. This is like kind of like Guy Ritchie.
It has Guy Ritchie.
So that you guys know. So that's not your thing. Maybe, skip it. But I think it's pretty good to watch in theaters. But for my final ranking of this film, I'm going to give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tacos de barbacoa out of 10. I give it a nice 5.5. Maybe a 6.
5 out of 10?
Yeah, a good 6. 6.
Wow, you crazy.
I'll give it. It's all right. It's not the best movie of the year. Right. The story.
I did enjoy it.
6 is good.
It's not...
Would you give it an 8?
8.5 or 9. Okay, I did enjoy it more than Weapons, because I guess I found this entertaining, and even though with its problems, with some minor flaws, it was still, I liked it for the most part. Could it have been better? Yes, but it worked.
I think I like Weapons more, and I gave Weapons an 8, so I can't give this higher than an 8 because I really like Weapons a lot. So I think a good 6. 6 or Yeah, 6 is good. 5.5 is a little pushing it. 6 is good.
And to one last thing. No, with it now being September, what is the one new film for this month that you are most excited for?
Dude, you put me on the spot, but from what I've seen, that Long Walk isn't coming out this month, right?
Yeah, it's this month.
Then it's the Long Walk.
Yeah, I think I would go with the Long Walk too, but I am very fascinated with him, but I am looking more forward to the Long Walk.
Oh, him comes out this month too, but that might be my second one, dude, to be honest. But I do like, I'm thinking, I want to say The Long Walk is my first one because I've been waiting for that one for a while. Him is probably my second. And for third, if The Smashing Machine comes out this month,
October,
maybe?
I think.
Oh, then no. But I have been seeing a lot of those ads of the Bold, Beautiful Adventure or Journey, the Big Bold, Beautiful Journey.
Yeah.
Kind of got my attention.
Yeah, I love Margot Robbie and Colin Farrell. He's a great actor. It's cool to get Harley Quinn and the Penguin in a movie together. So right. I want to watch it.
I might go watch The Conjuring too. It's not as anticipated, but
The Conjuring last right.
Finish out the lower now. There you go. Long Walk's my anticipated. Him is my second, and then maybe The Big Bold Beautiful Journey.
Yeah, I would say mine is probably the same. I want to support Margot Robbie. But
all right,
yeah, like that pretty much wraps it for this episode of the podcast of Journey into Fantasy. And if you guys have been getting
feelings of us,
what
you guys have been getting you guys have been getting greedy with us. We've given you like 5 this month.
Yeah, so listen.
We usually give you 5 a year.
2 a year. I think 2024, 2023, we did like 2 episodes.
Well, we're hopefully doing better this year. Yep. Hopefully you see us next week if nothing happens.
We will love to do this weekly if we can, and we have a lot of stuff planned. Hopefully we will be able to film everything like how we want to. But if you are listening to us, thank you for listening. Thank you for your support. And if you have recommendations for what we could talk about, let us know.
Yeah, and make sure you follow our socials. Mine is Sanchez, XAN cheese with a Z. I'm on YouTube. I don't really post as much right now, but I'm planning maybe hopefully to do some videos. And you guys know Hornsby over here. You guys know Hornsby 77, the Spider-Man, the punk.
Yep.
He's also named Johnny Sins on OnlyFans. Cut that out.
Cut it out.
But yeah,
I'm the Bucky Barnes of OnlyFans. Get that right.
And with that, thank you for joining us on this journey into fantasy.